Do you struggle with muscle knots in your neck, your upper traps, or even your upper back region?
Well, today we're going to give you 3 different options on how to treat this and get rid of these problems for good. All right, for a brief explanation on why these knots and pains develop as a result of the scapula on the painful side actually depresses and goes down. It's typically on the dominant side. If you're right-handed, that's the side that will develop most of these knots. Now, Rick Olderman actually figured this out. He's a physical therapist and developed a system on how to treat this, which has worked very well. Bob has had excellent result personally. And let's go to the skeleton to show a really good model of the scapula here actually being depressed. This would be normal position, so they're about even, but it drops down. Now, the key to this and why you develop those muscle knots is because the upper traps and the mid traps actually connect. Oops, Sam, let's straighten you out a little bit. The muscles from the spine, the cervical spine, to the trap, and over here they actually get stretched out. And don't forget what is the one that goes from here to here, that one thin muscle that creates problems?
It's the levator scapula.
Well, I couldn't think of it. But anyways, it does connect actually from the skull down to the scapula. That can cause headaches, and it really is a key muscle that causes pain. So what we need to do is get the scapula back in the position that takes stress off of those muscles, allows them to relax. Voila, your pain is gone. Now we're going to show you how to do that. All right, now the first stretch that we're going to do is quite simple, but the whole goal is actually to stretch the muscles of the lower trap or below the scapula so that there's enough range of motion so the scapula can move up, because the lower trap as well as the levator scapula, the primary 2 muscles that pull it down, they need to get stretched. They are tight. They will stretch out relatively easy, allowing that upward motion to occur. So stretch number 1, we're going to use a door. There is another option. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, we'll show a few options because some people aren't that tall and can't reach up here. So the first one, you're going to need a door frame. You can also use a pull-up bar if you happen to have one at home. So what you're going to do is take the side that is bothering you more, that shoulder. You're going to face your palm away from you, try to grab the top of the door frame, and then you're going to lean into it. Now, this is the same exact thing you do with a pull-up bar. Obviously, if you have one against the wall units, you're not going to be able to go as far in. You're going to hold this for roughly 3 breaths. If you're more of a second person, 15 to 30 seconds, and then relax. Now, when you do this, if you want to get a little more stretch and pull with it, as you go in, slightly bend your knees and hang more. You'll feel more of a stretching motion going on. It's also good to do this on both sides just to compare and see if the other side feels better or more looser. So again, same concept. You're going to have to go face the opposite direction. Looser, more looser. Yeah, it's great English.
Yeah, do it on the other side.
And just stretch it out like this. See if you notice a difference.
There you go. Now, if you're too short or you're having a hard time grabbing onto the woodwork, or the woodwork literally falls off the door because it's not connected well, you can simply take like a mop
handle,
a PVC stick, or a piece of doweling. You may put it on a cupboard, on a table. If it slips around, simply take a shoe, put it on there because you don't want it slipping around. And you do the same thing. Instead of grabbing the trim of the door, you grab the stick, and you do the same thing. Reach up as high as you can. Grip up there so you don't slip there. We don't want the hand slipping down, and lean, and you'll get the same stretch. You can move your feet, adjust. Whoa, there we go. And I can feel a stretch here all the way down to my belt line. And again, hold it. How long again, Mike?
3 breaths or 30 seconds.
3 breaths, 30 seconds, and do that, repeat it. And again, like Mike said, do the other side. Then we get those lower muscles stretched out. Let's see what number 2, the second exercise in the system, does. All right, now this is the final exercise. And what we need to do, we stretch the muscles out here that hold the scapula down. Now we need to strengthen the muscles up here so that the scapula becomes positioned properly, which allows the muscles to relax, as well as I didn't mention the mechanics of this joint, the shoulder joint. We call it the GH joint. that joint will work more freely, allowing better range of motion and less pain as well. Mike, you know this stretch better than I do. Go ahead. I'll take a break.
So you're going to need an open wall space. You can also use a smooth door if it's obviously closed. You're going to start with the painful arm again. You're going to touch the wall with your pinky touching all the way to your elbow. Start with your shoulder blade, your shoulder joint a little bit lower, so lower than 90 degrees. You're going to start sliding up the wall. As I'm going up, I'm thinking about shrugging my shoulder up like this to help go up. If you're painful here or here, anywhere, just stop. Try to go up as high as you comfortably can. You're going to hold here again for roughly 2 to 3 breaths. Relax, come back down, maintaining contact with the wall the entire time. You're going to want to do at least 5 repetitions of these on one side, and then you can switch to the other side to see again if you notice a difference when you're going up or down. Eventually, over time, if they start evening out and you like the stretch, I personally do these with both hands on the wall, but it's not necessary.
So one thing I want to emphasize that Mike did very nicely is, could you do this arm? Is go up once, and when I do these, right about here, I think about that shoulder blade actually moving up. That contracts these muscles to strengthen them, and then it's really important, as Mike said, hold it there. You're going to do that 3 breaths, so you're going to stay relaxed while you're doing it. These muscles are going to get stronger and shorten up, pulling that scapula up. And just remember, Mike is not pushing his hand or arm into the wall. It's lightly touching, just very gently. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing great.
Good. Excellent. Good job on that explanation. We want to get that shoulder blade up. Now, we do have one more, actually a postural thing you can do in the seated position that can really help get rid of this pain quickly. And this is one that Bob found extremely healthy. We're going to get to it in 0.3 seconds.
You mean helpful?
What did I say?
Healthy. It's both.
All right, now one part of the problem that can be a big part of the problem or causing that pain to continue is when you're working at a computer workstation or at a table, and which really most people do for a certain part of their day. Some do for a long part. But when the arms are hanging down by the side, pulling that scapula down, over time that can create irritation to those muscles, that pain, the knots all start to occur, and it's not fun. You're uncomfortable doing this type of a thing. So what we need to do is rest the weight of the arms, which is pulling that scapula down, on some kind of surface. Now, if you have a computer workstation, desk, or chair like this, you may be able to just adjust those up and down. Some people have that and they're not aware of it. If you have a chair like this, what you can do for a good option, and this is what Rick Olderman suggested to Bob. Bob did it. He was grateful. His pain went away greatly immediately, is take a pillow, fold it in half, kind of wedge it between your body and the armrest. We'll do that on both sides. And voila, we have a computer workstation chair. Put the arms on there, your forearms on there, and I can already feel, like, just feels like my shoulders are floating versus hanging, and then you have your keyboard to work with. There you go. Now, if this works well for you, you're probably not going to want to do this for a long period of time in regards to weeks for long term. It's probably worth getting a chair that has appropriate adjustable armrests. Mike, why don't you give a good demonstration? And I mean a good demonstration.
You can tell the big difference if I have this all the way down versus up. You can see my shoulder is probably depressed. I can't see in a mirror right now, but it's probably down a lot. Now, this might be a bit extreme. I maybe don't need to go this high, but if you're having a lot of pain, sometimes getting it as high as you can is going to help relieve that pain or those muscle knots you're experiencing. If you, say, have a recliner or couch, I would definitely suggest using the pillows like Brad was doing earlier, because again, you can get in those depressed shoulder positions, putting a lot of strain in those regions, causing those knots and tenderness. So just get it up, good position, make sure you have good posture, and stick with it. Right.
That good posture, obviously a good part of this. The armrest really accentuate and help that out. And very good. I'm hoping that we made sense to everyone. It's a very nice whole system that Rick has figured out. And we got another video?
Yes, and if you want to find out more information about Rick, you can go to rickolderman.com. All his programs information can be found there. So we just want to take a few seconds to talk about the C2 Pro massage gun. This massage gun has a dual heat and cold massage head, which allows you to heat up or cool down your sore muscles.
This massage gun is very powerful at 44 pounds stall force.
This massage gun is very lightweight too. It only weighs 1.5 pounds. It has a nice ergonomic handle, comes with 5 different massage head options, as well as this carrying case.
That's right. It's got a 1-year warranty, and you can get a free 2-year if you go to bobandbrad.com and do what?
Go to the customer service section and click on the warranties. If you want to check out more videos on how to help with muscle knots in the same region, you can click the video link on the screen. This one actually has more treatment options, specifically strain counter strain, I believe.
Exactly right. A 90-second system, which has also been around for a long time, and research. It works very well. It's a little more difficult than this, but once you get the hang of it, it does work. Go ahead, watch that, enjoy it. And I don't know, what do you say, Mike? Should we go to work or go home?
Go home.
There you go. Thank you and enjoy the day.
Bob and Brad, the 2 most famous physical therapists.